Hello and welcome back to The Table Is Yours. We're about to get into a fight and it's going to be crazy, so we have to go this fast. We're a role-playing adventure show where a bunch of friends sit around a table and through video call and play D&D and stuff. My name is Con Riley. I'm your host, your GM, your best friend, and... just kidding. That's Con Riley. They're the host, the DM, the GM, the best friend, and the pronouns are they, them. You can find them at Kryles, and their favorite ears are round. I'm Vic. I'm Vic. My pronouns are they, them. I play Gherkin Gurley Delilah Carter, and my pronouns are they, them. Her pronouns are she, her, and my favorite ears are ones that have a lot of piercings in them. Speaking of bananas, this is Jenna, and she plays Figs. Her she, hers all around. Her favorite ears are pointy, obviously. Up next, we have Jake. Jake, he, him, for Rayon as well, his wizard that he plays in this game. And his favorite ears are the ones that used to have gauges, but then the gauges broke and now they hang.
Not Figs's.
They're donut holes.
Up next, we have Lizzie. Lizzie plays Serena Darling. Her pronouns are she, her, hers, also all around. Lizzie's favorite ears are cauliflower ears.
Should rotate that. I like cauliflower ears. Give me those.
Okay, swap them. I don't care.
We'll switch.
I'm just here. I'm doing
Trade them later.
Up next, we have Sean. Sean plays the fantastic Mr. Dog.
Fox.
And Sean's favorite ears. Also, he, hims all around. Sean's favorite ears are... I couldn't think of any more ears. Oh, you can follow TTIY D&D on Instagram and all that stuff. Whatever. Go to Patreon. Blah, 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 blah. Recap. Then fight.
Dragon Ball Power Up fight.
Every tale has its ballad, just as every hand has its ace. In a game of chance, there is no gambling with cards unseen. Each play warrants different risks and rewards, but not till all are laid bare can the table be yours.
After a long day, we all decided it was best to get some rest before heading out in the morning to help Karith. We all got settled in our room and took this time to just relax and chat a bit. Since Figs removed her disguise, we asked why she was dressed up like that in the first place. Apparently, she's acting as an alibi for her cousin Frankie, who got tied up in some sort of family feud between the Trellies and the Jello-Caps. But Figs was also involved in the feud in some way because she was supposed to marry someone from the Jello-Caps to ease the tension, but she didn't want to. So this was an out for both Figs and the real Frankie. This conversation eventually devolved into speculating about Figs' love life, in which Serena implied that Figs has a thing for ears or a thing for Rayon, or both? I'm not so sure, I was half asleep by that point. The next morning we joined up with Karith, who had acquired a very fast carriage to take us to the plains near Black Salt where she would perform the rite. On the way there, after yet another conversation about Figs' love life, we came up with a plan. Karith would go into the center of the field to perform the ritual, and the rest of us would be nearby to watch and make sure everything goes according to plan. We came up with a signal that Karith would use if things started to go south. She would send up a flare with prestidigitation, and the color would tell us what to do. Green meant we needed to rush in and help, and red meant we needed to get as far away as fast as possible. As Karith began, we all noticed as Rime Witches started to appear around her. She kept her calm and continued until a Rime Witch appeared directly in front of her, with Karith's father in tow. The witch also bore a striking resemblance to Karith. One would assume it was her mother, but Karith said her mother was dead, right? But based on the shock on Karith's face, we realized quickly that not only was she alive, but she was a very big problem. Clearly panicking, Karith shot up a green flare, and then a red one, and then another green, and then another red. We had just decided it was best to rush in as we saw Karith's mother take control of the magic emanating from the ritual and thrust it directly into her chest. Karith began to transform into some kind of ice dragon or monster, or I don't know, oh gods, I can hardly look.
So last thing you saw was this woman, this other big, tall dragonborn touched the shoulder of Karith and put the weird tornado of cotton candy magic into Karith, as Karith seems to have this transforming ice around her. It's not like she necessarily is transforming, but it looks as though this form of an ice dragon is coming around her body, her form, right before your eyes, as you guys are running in. Roll initiative. 25 to 20.
22.
20 to 15.
17.
18.
18 for Fig, 17 for Dog. 15 to 10.
12.
10.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Rime Witches. That's what you're looking before you, round. You're at the top of the round.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
I'm in danger.
I am going to move to right in front of Serena, and I am going to attempt to vortex warp Karith away from this person. If the person looks like they're currently like trying to like infect her with rhyme powers, I'm going to use vortex warp to try and warp that away. So vortex warp magically twists the space around another creature with a range of 90 feet. The target must succeed a Constitution saving throw, or the target is teleported to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within that range. The chosen spell must be on a surface or in a liquid that can support the target without the target having to squeeze.
Gotcha. Okay, so I just have to make a con save?
Yep.
That is a 18.
She does succeed the con save. So, despite it not working, I do sprint in front of Serena and just outstretch my hands. That magic is going to start to swirl around Karith, as large as she is now, I'm not sure, as I will swipe my arms together to try and, like, bring both sides of the, like, that magic into her to then bring her somewhere else, as it just crashes into itself and then just shatters as nothing happens.
As you do that, and you were like right in front of another Rime Witch, you look up to see the exact same one you saw in Rhinelands before and say, I was wondering where you went. And you watch as her hand just starts to get really, like have ice magic go around it as she's preparing to hurt you. Figs!
I'm gonna circle one of the Rime Witches that I want to shoot an arrow at.
Gotcha.
Can you see that? So yeah, I'm gonna try and shoot an arrow at this person, so give me a second. Let's see, 14.
That will miss.
I'm going to, as I'm hidden in the trees, I'm going to try and aim up a shot at one of the Rime Witches that's on the outskirts. And I release my bow, but the sight of the Rime Witches is so scary that I'm shaky. And so I miss the shot.
Especially so since you remember her face, and she remembers yours as she locks into looking at you. All right. Thog.
So I'm gonna run past the one that's got its arms outstretched by Rayon and get here, and just as I'm running, I'm gonna try and continue running past it. That's the maximum amount of movement that I have. I'm gonna try and slice at its arms as I'm running by, and I yell to the crew, like, "Go for Karith's dead!" And I'm gonna go for that slice on her arm. 12. I can't imagine that hits.
12 will miss, and you'll watch as you like swing, she'll like just like her left hand will just touch the base of your great axe, and you just watch like it kind of tips forward and makes you kind of like stumble for a second as you just miss, and she just goes, cute. All right, Dill.
Is that slab still there, or did that get like destroyed in the transformation?
You didn't see it get destroyed, but you can't see it currently because there is too much. She would be on top of it if it was still there, and there's still something that Dragonborn Rime Witch is doing to her, so there's like a lot of swirling magic, but you didn't see it get destroyed, I'll tell you that.
I don't have enough movement to get to like where I want to go, so I'm gonna move. Dill's gonna kind of go around the outside. I'm gonna keep away from the Rime Witches temporarily and not actually fight anything yet because I'm terrified. But I want to approach Karith's dad as well, so I'm gonna move around the outside.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna hold an action with my sword if anything comes up to me just to defend myself, so just an attack with my sword.
Gotcha. But you're moving, right? Yeah, when you get within 30 feet, kind of outskirting around the Rime Witches, you will see the two north of where Karith is, like, still transforming and gestating. Their heads will just kind of, like, turn and look at you. All right.
She, like, has her sword, like, and then Geo, I have an idea. Follow me.
Okay. Wrong train. As he will just go right behind you.
If he's, like, right alongside me, I'll be like, I have an idea. If there's a way we can destroy the slab, maybe we can stop the right from completing, like maybe save Karith. I don't want her to, you know?
Yeah, okay, I can't think of a cool line. I'm too scared. Tell me a cool line.
I don't have a cool line either. Just
burn him up! And you watch he's gonna get his gas burner, and you just watch as like fire kind of appears there, and his arm almost like vroomps as it like tosses the fire towards the Rime Witch who was attacking Rayon and Thog. I don't think it's gonna hit, but we'll see. For an 8, as it just like hits right at her feet, and she goes, shoot! Oh, all right.
It's okay.
It's Karith's turn. The ice dragon exoskeleton, if you will, that's forming around Karith kind of sets and finishes as this dragonborn Rime Witch kind of goes up to this form that Karith seems kind of like unconsciously contained in, says, "Black salt first," as you watch it kind of like launch into the sky and like a bullet just rush south towards black salt into the sky, and it is gone. It is many, many, many feet away, a couple miles away. It is gone. All right, Serena.
I just moved 15 feet, and then I'm going to cast Toll the Dead.
The one attacking Thog.
Yeah.
Okay. What do I need to roll?
You need... The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take D8 necrotic damage.
19.
Diddly darn.
Tell me what it looks like when you try to cast it.
She zooms over 15 feet, locks eyes with it, and just... I take my broom, and I start, like, sweeping, and you see, like, magic build up, and then I just point it at her.
Okay, yeah, and it like, you watch it, like, hit her, and you're like, it did it! And then it's almost like it's like the explosions, and then the explosion finally goes away, and she's fine. And she's like, oh. Alright, top of the round. It's the Rime Witches' turns. So, you watch as they all look at each other, they look back to you all, and they start to, like, incant something as you watch this ice magic connect all of them, and it seems to be forming from the Dragonborn woman in the middle there, as they have to hold that for a round. So, it's your turn. Round.
Scary. Threatening.
So, just for fun, for flavor, for all that goodness, despite this being the specific moment that Rayon has been hoping for over 100 years, now that it's here, fuck! I'm going to stumble 15 feet backwards as I just kind of like am like holding my rapier out and I'm just kind of like backing away, and then I finally come to and I just kind of activate the blade song, and then I'm going to point at Thog with the tip of the rapier and then just trace something as I enlarge him.
Ooh!
Ooh. Big thug.
Does he have to roll something, or can he just accept it?
He can accept it if he
Thog?
chooses to.
I definitely accept it.
All right, tell me what this happens what it looks like, and what happens with Thog when it happens.
You know, this one, he just like gets larger exactly in the spot where he is. He's just a much larger, I guess, what is he, like pushing 14 feet tall now?
So you just watch as like Rayon kind of like points at Thog, and Thog's like and starts getting huge.
He just gets bigger. He's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
like Scrappy Doo.
Yeah.
I'll say for the fun flavor, the like once he accepts the enlarge, it looks like the shape magic is kind of like dematerializing him and then recreating him larger.
Gotcha.
So it looks like he like pixelates and then just like becomes a full shape that's just massive.
Gotcha. All right, Figs. You see all this going down, and it's not good. You probably had the perfect eyes on Karith. You'll see, like, just for this, between each turn, like, she's getting close to Black Salt, and you just watch as she's rearing back, like, and there's this glow under her, as if she's about to do some type of, like, ice breath against the city.
I see that Karith is flying towards Black Salt, and in a panic, I quickly grab my bow and shoot, aiming at her closest appendage, whether that be her foot, her tail, something to just deter her from continuing on her path. And of course, in a panic, I shake again, and I miss my shot.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Thog.
Thog whips around, like, as he's, I guess as I'm getting bigger, I see that Dill and Geo are heading for the dad. I give you two a nod, and I'm going to... I could get here and stay in like the opportunity attack of this Rime Witch, but just start wailing on the mother. So I would like to start wailing on the mother, and fuck it, I'm gonna do Reckless. So I definitely needed it. Even still, I got a 13.
All right. So yeah, you take your axe. You're swinging at this Dragonborn Rime Witch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You swing at her, and it like cracks into her neck, and it just is like, king, and she just like looks at you, and probably just as a little smirk as we're going out of jail.
So I'm going to run to Lithias.
Are you dashing?
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I can, because then I can action surge if I want to do something else. So
Gio's gonna dash with you.
Is he like tied up? Like, there's no one
No,
directly
he's just
around
doubled
him?
over.
Okay, we gotta go. We gotta get you out of here. So she's gonna like try and like lift him up and have, like, Gio, can you help?
Yeah. And yeah, you guys both lift him up, and he's just like, ugh. Like, he's like seems like he's barely conscious.
I'm gonna try and bring him, like, up so that we're kind of stepping away from this, like, circle of Rime Witches.
Gotcha. So you guys are all, like, here.
Yeah.
All right. It is Karith's turn. You'll watch as whatever she was rearing up, you watch as she just kind of, like, swings around that mountain, and you just see kind of, like, the start of a burst of ice breath, a hyper beam, onto... You assume is black salt, as after maybe like a couple seconds go by, you just watch her rearing back, and she is like nosediving towards you. So whatever she did to fucking black salt is done, and she's coming for you. She did that in 10 seconds.
Let's leave! We've got to go! We gotta get out of here!
As it is now Serena's turn.
I am going to move.
You're gonna go to Figs and be like, get out of the fucking tree! Help!
Could you, like, do something? No. Going to move right here. And then towards the main bitch, she's going to cast Spiritual Weapon. And it's going to... I don't know why we're keeping with this, guy, but we're keeping with it. So it's just gonna look like one of those foxtail brooms, you know? With like the dustpan and like the little mini broom like this. And it's just gonna like pop. Each of them are gonna paddle her in the face. One with the little foxtail broom and one with the regular broom. We're gonna attempt, and then I gotta roll for that. And I'm just for funsies, I'm gonna use my inspiration on it.
Yay.
Ooh.
Which was I need an 8.
Oh, I thought it was a D6, so it's D8.
Oh, D6.
Let's roll it again then. Ooh! It's a 19.
To hit?
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Hell yeah. The power of God and anime.
and cleanliness.
In the spirit of combat, that's so exciting. In the spirit of, I'm not really scared.
So that'll be a hit for an 11.
You say it looks like a dustpan and brush, basically? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I
it
love
just
that.
like slaps her in
You're
the face.
sweeping out the trash. Does she break
For 11,
concentration on this
that's
thing?
I have to roll. How much damage? You said 11, so I have to do what? Constitution of 10. Yeah, I got a natural 13. I'm not even at it. I'm so sorry. So she's still concentrating. But you'll watch as like there's like again. I just imagine like the great axe from Thog is just in like her, like not in, but it's like locked at her neck, and she was looking at Thog as Serena comes in, and she's like sweeping out the trash as comes in a dustpan and brush spiritual weapon. That I think it's probably just. Honestly, I think it's just so odd that she's like, what? And it just like slaps her in the face, and she's like, and she like looks over at you, and she looks pissed. And
I just wave.
Yeah. So with that, where are we with? In order, you were last.
Although, to be fair, Serena still has an action.
Oh, she does still have an action. That's true.
Okay, so I just moved 15. So if I move 5, yeah, then I'll be in range. That's fine.
Yeah.
So then I'll go here, and then I'll try to hit the chick with my little broom mace. With the spiky ball part. Ooh, that might not. That might not.
What'd you get?
14.
Yeah, that will not hit. Sorry. So you watch as like you guys are like, this is. I don't know why I think Dill and Geo are the ones, and probably Figs because you guys are out of the combat right now. You're like, oh my god, is she coming back? Like as you see Karith, it's like,
Yeah.
boom, like it's just like darting like a fucking eagle, like dive bombing, and you're like, oh god. But as you watch, I'm gonna say this: as Serena makes the spiritual weapon, you will see this glint of, you know what? I'll give this to Jake. Jake, what do you think Ricky's inspiration looks like during a combat?
During combat, I would imagine that Ricky's inspiration probably has that same like boreal, like aurora color scheme that Rayon's does, but hers is probably a lot more like delicate, rounded, and smooth, and more like melodic.
You watch it kind of like trace around the spiritual weapon, giving inspiration, as it sends this like ping of like this light blue color, cyan color, very similar to like what was kind of the vibe of Ricky, as she will appear in the middle of all of you.
Hey, bitch!
You'll watch as Ricky appears, and she looks like what the fuck? As you see her holding that idol statue, and you watch this, it's like almost like a little bit like before it was just like dark and black, but you see like it looks like it's been extended a bit, and it has like blue tracings of arcane magic that she'll click in, and you'll watch as there's this huge burst. You watch as like the shockwave occurs, and you watch as all the Rime Witches just get teleported away, and they're gone. But you watch as it comes back in, it almost like reverberates back from the shockwave. It pulls in Ricky, and she is now in an idol.
Shit!
Well, we should grab that.
What I will say is, as all these ones disappear, there is still a Rime Witch there. As you see, the Dragonborn Rime Witch is there. As Karith comes dive bombing in, so I think I really just need Thog to make a dex save.
Which I have advantage on because I can see it with danger sense.
Yes.
I got a natural 17, however, I just need to double check what my bonus is for dex save. It's a 19 total.
19? Okay.
19 total.
Then you will take only half. 2 damage.
2?
2.
Oh, okay. Which
I rolled
I don't
bad.
take half on because I'm not
I got
reaching.
a 4.
2 damage, done.
But I do want to say I rolled a D30 and I got a 4.
Oh, D30!
So it was supposed to seem scary, so you should feel scared. Anyway, so you'll watch as
I'm not scared of you.
Karith kind of like the ice dragon kind of like boom into where you guys are, and you watch as it stands up. And I will give Rayon, you're not in line of sight, unfortunately. Thog, Serena, and Figs, I will give you a reaction. You can see kind of clearly now. Thog, Karith's in it. She's in the dragon. Because it looked like ice was forming around her making this dragon. And you watch as she's in it, and you watch as this Dragonborn Rime Witch goes to, just almost like it's jello, just grabs her and is pulling her out as she seems to be casting some type of teleportation.
I'm going to line up my longbow and shoot towards the Dragonborn Rime Witch.
Got it.
Okay, well, I don't think I hit because I rolled a natural 7 plus my attack is it's 13, so I didn't hit.
Okay, yeah. So you shoot it, and it goes like right next to her, and she looks up to you like,
yeah, right? I'm like, what is wrong with this bow?
ball gown.
I think if I'm in range of the tablet, I'm going to, because I have reach with my size, I want to destroy it. If not, I'm going to go for her arm that's grabbing Karith.
I would say
As
probably
Thog
the
does
arm.
that, Serena casts guidance.
Got it. Okay, guidance on Thog, and Thog, I would say you probably can reach the arm.
I'm going to do reckless.
Got it.
An unnatural 20 without guidance, with guidance 21.
That'll hit.
Hey!
14 slashing damage
Got it.
to the arm.
I'm gonna roll concentration. Natural 16. All right. But what I will say is, roll. You know what? Roll. You say odds or evens. Vic or Jake, roll a die.
Evens. 4.
Evens.
You can cut her arm off.
I'm cutting her arm off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you you watch. She's grabbing onto Karith, who's passed out, and is coming through the dragon almost like waiter, as she's casting teleport, and which is instantaneous. But I'm giving you guys this reaction as she's pulling her out. You will Are you the one she's pulling with? You're trying to cut, right?
Yeah, the pulling arm.
Okay,
yeah.
got it. Yeah, you will cut her arm off clean, and she will look at you, and she doesn't scream. She just looks caught off guard and surprised as she looks down at her arm. And her eyes, if you look at her for a little too long, it hurts to look at any Rime Witch for too long. It's like looking into the sun or the fire. You're like, ugh.
My nictitating membrane goes over.
Yeah, and you'll watch as she just looks surprised as her arm falls beneath the dragon, but she'll just grab Karith and then poof, they're gone. That dragon's still there though, and that dragon's pissed.
Oh,
God
no.
damn it.
So, top of the round, Rayon.
Seeing all of this and seeing the idol fall, I can make it here with blade singing.
Okay.
As I'm going to just go my full movement speed, and as I get to it, I know it will knock me prone. I'm going to do a jump slide to grab it.
Okay.
And then kind of tuck and just hold it in.
Okay, is that your turn? You're not attacking?
That's the whole turn.
All right. Figs,
Flavor,
Thog, you're on
baby!
deck. Figs, Thog, you're on deck.
I am going to jump out of the tree, and I'm going to move, 25 feet, and I'm going to attempt to shoot an arrow at the ice dragon.
All right, roll to hit.
Son of a... ha! It's not gonna hit. It's not gonna
What'd you
hit.
get?
I rolled a 2.
Oh, God. Yeah, so Fig's like,
I know.
I'm here, you guys. Miss.
Like, literally, Fix is like, I just want to be like everyone else and join in the fun. So yeah, Fix is gonna get out of the tree and be like, okay, all the witches are gone. Let's fucking do this. And I aim. And then it misses again. I'm like, what is wrong with me today?
It's like this whole like epic like build up like an anime. Like, let's do this.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
All right, Thog, Dale, you're on deck.
All right. Tell me if you think this doesn't need to do anything, but I'm going to take, if for a free action, take the arm that's off. I'm going to like rub, like basically slice that arm all along the side of the axe that I'm going to try and cut this dragon with.
Got it.
I don't know if that's going to do anything at all, but my thought is like, you know how like Guts' Dragon Breaker sword or whatever, it's not magical, it just killed so many magical things that it can just kill more magical things.
Yeah.
I'm just going to rub this magic blood on it. I don't know that it will do anything.
Yeah.
And just hit this thing as many times as I can in the face. I want to cut its neck off.
Got it.
I'm doing reckless again because I don't give a shit.
hey.
10 slashing damage against it with fun ice witch blood on it.
Got it. All right. So you kind of crack into some of its like ice side, and it looks like flesh is kind of forming beneath it, like it's still becoming its own thing. Rayon, it looks like it's a Rime Breaker. Like they've done whatever they've set out to do, and they're letting it. Well, I guess they didn't want to let it loose, but now that Ricky's been like, "Hi, bye," so, all right, Dale.
Now that they're all gone, I'm gonna be like, look at Geo and be like, I'll be back, but I'm gonna rush in and try and slam into this tablet. I want to try and destroy the thing.
Do you want to do the tablet or the dragon?
The tablet.
Okay.
Like I want to try and destroy the slab.
Okay.
Destroy the slab.
Return the slab.
Oh, suffer my curse.
15 to hit the slab.
Yeah, that'll hit the slab.
13 damage to the slab.
You will crack it, but again, it seems like whatever they try to complete, they've done.
I don't know. I'm hoping it can maybe halt the dragon. That's kind of
no. You just crack it, but
I'll use my action surge as well and be like, I don't know if this is doing anything. I'm gonna hit the dragon.
Okay. Yeah, try hitting the dragon. Maybe. I don't know why you hit that.
I don't know. I thought it would do something.
It didn't do anything.
I know that now.
Okay. You okay, sir?
So,
sir, are you okay?
I'll hit the dragon, and I'm also going to use Fighting Spirit. 21 to
That'll
hit the
hit.
dragon.
Yep.
15.
15 damage. Okay. It looks like it's not doing well. It's still like trying to like inside of its ice body, you see it's like trying to grow a real form, a real boy. So it's vulnerable, but it looks like it's bleeding. I'll say. Like you just watch as the ice is like falling off, and you see like there's like pools of blue blood kind of falling into the ice inside, but it's still up.
And just to give her like action some like flavor, she like leaves Geo behind. I'll run in and I will use like kind of like the hilt of my sword, which is relatively long because it's not all blade, to like jam into the tablet, which like cracks it a little bit, doesn't really do anything, and then she'll just like pick it up, turn around, and like spin into the dragon and slice it.
Got it. All right, it is the dragon's turn, and you guys are all very close. This is great. They're going to do a cold breath, which reaches pretty far. I don't think far enough to hit Fix, though. No.
Hey. Haha.
But enough to hit...
Haha.
I guess not Serena. Everybody but Serena. So Dill, Thog, and Rayon.
Would it hit me if I'm on the other side of it?
It's gonna spin.
Meh.
It does a go-kart spin.
Yeah, so I will need everybody. I will need Dill, Rayon, and Thog to do a Constitution save.
23.
21.
23.
So you all succeeded, so you will take half. And this is only one of its 2 spins. So you will have to do it again in a second, but give me one. Let me do the first attack first. Here we go. 30, so you'll all take 15 cold damage.
Okay.
And it is going to spin around for Electric Boogaloo number 2. Can you all make it again, please?
Oh my god. So that is another 23.
21.
I got an 18.
That succeeds. Okay, so you will only take half. Alright. Wait, what is everybody at to? You're at 15,
wait.
Thog. You're at 9, Rayon. What's your health at, Dill?
My health's at 18.
You're at 19? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
I
had
had the
temporary
5
hit
temporary
points for some reason.
from Fighting Spirit.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Serena is gonna do something. I'm gonna do something.
Okay.
So, I don't know if Serena can do this or if I can do this, so sorry for not talking in the right person. But Serena, I am going to run when it's like facing more towards, like before it does its second spin, I'm assuming it ends facing kind of towards Thog. So I am going to take my broom mace, the little like chainy spiky ball bit, and I am going to run and jump and try to like wrap it around its mouth and kind of pull it down before it has a chance to open it.
So, okay, wait. Are you trying to, like, use a reaction to, like, take the brunt for them?
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm gonna like, while also trying to take it, I'm going to try to close its mouth and kind of like shove its face into the earth, essentially. Even if that face has to happen to land on top of me, I'm just gonna like pull it down with my body weight and like all of me.
Is it the top of the round?
I invite it to work, otherwise I will die.
Okay, if you want to take the brunt, I'll give it to you as your reaction. But
Yes.
you'll take all of the brunt and they'll take nothing.
No save,
fine.
no nothing?
Oh, well,
That's fine.
yeah, she'll have to make a save.
Okay.
But, like, are you sure?
Yeah, that's fine by me. Fine by me.
Okay. So
Oh, wow.
you're running in and you're trying to lock its mouth with your broom mace?
Yeah, like a whoop whoop, and then like while I'm kind of like, as I'm like dangling with it wrapped around its mouth, I'm going to like
Pull
use
it
my
down.
body weight to yeet it down into the ground and kind of face plant it.
For my friends and that old guy.
She wraps around it and you watch as it blows its mouth off, which but you see from inside of it there's a glow of cyan magic getting brighter, and I would say, Serena, you're probably pinned under it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I unfortunately thought. Yeah.
Oh no!
The dragon blows up.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh no!
So, Thog and Dill, a lot has just fucking happened. When you look at the dust settling from the explosion, because this was an explosion, imagine just a breath, instead of a dragon's breath, it just went pop! That's basically what happened. So I'm sure there was that briefing, briefing? That's the word. Bracing for the explosion as you look back and you see it's all kind of settling as snow's falling, as you do see what looks like a silhouette at the bottom of the crater. Crater's a loose term. It's like a small divot, but crater. And you watch as at first you're oh my god, is this Serena? Does not look humanoid. As you see what looks this long appendage kind of flump, and you watch as it seems like something in there is growing. The dust is still settling, so you just see a silhouette.
Thing's still alive down there.
Yeah, no, I'm good. What's going on? What happened?
I think he said things still alive.
Thing.
I think
Thog's huh?
I heard things.
If anyone cares.
Shut up.
I thought you were talking about me, sorry.
Sorry, let me know when you're talking about me again, okay?
I'll wait.
Does anyone see Serena?
Oh yeah, with my nat 20, do I see her anywhere?
No.
Oh. I want to slide, if I can slide down the angle of the crater.
Got it.
I think I just want to charge this thing.
Got it. Alright, are you trying to hit it?
Yeah, it's I think we should take care of this before it gets bigger! And I'm gonna try and hit it
Alright,
with my axe.
Roll disadvantage unless you're doing reckless, because your vision is partially obscured.
I'm going to choose to do reckless because I rolled a 15 on the die, which gives me a 22.
Got it. Okay.
So that means I have advantage on me.
Yeah. So yeah, you just roll straight. All right. Yeah. You see the silhouette and it's Serena. You killed. No, I'm just kidding.
Dang it! Sorry. I guess if there's this long appendage coming out, I want to try and
Slice that off.
just let it go on the ground and then just continue going from there. As it's growing, I want to slice the pieces off.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. So you'll slice it once, and you watch as it kind of splits, and as the dust is settling more, now you can kind of see it just looks like this weird larva is not the type of word I want to use. It's more like this Thog would know. I'm just Thog. for you guys, it looks kind of like this like hatchling of a type of lizard that like splits, and when it splits, you watch as like it looks like almost like The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing, as the veins and appendages start to like as it's forming back together and getting bigger.
It's not working.
I have Karith's dad still like kind of behind me, right? Like we ran.
Yeah, Gio's with him, just going, "Are you okay?" Yeah. What happened?
We really don't have time to get into that right now. There's still something alive. I have to go help. You stay up here, and I'll talk once it's over. And I'm gonna turn and go help Thog.
Okay, yeah, as you're running, and you can keep running, but he's gonna be like, "Wait, what's happening?" As you run down there. Roll to hit at disadvantage.
Woo. Oh, that was a natural 20. Boo. 2.
Oh no! Yeah, you'll miss it. You're probably there's like Thog's just kind of like hacking at this thing that just keeps growing back, and there's probably like a swing when he does that his tail just goes whoomp, and just as the tail gets kind of pushed over.
Oh, sorry.
I'll get back up and it's okay. I can't really see, and I'll try to keep helping as long as I'm in there.
All right, Figs, Ram.
So I'm just kind of like, once I like come up, I'm not like recognizing anything that's happening. I'm purely just like kicking with my feet, like getting myself away from the situation without getting up, just kind of like shaking this thing and kind of like smacking it and being like, let her out, let her out. Just kind of like distancing myself and like panicking.
Okay, Figs.
I think that I'm gonna see Rayon like freaking out, so I'm gonna kind of hesitate. Like, do I head towards like the lip of the crater, or do I help Rayon? But I think Figs is gonna gravitate towards helping Rayon, so I'm gonna approach.
Before you approach, this is all happening very fast, and the hesitation will give me a reason to get a roll on you. Will a 16 hit?
Will a 16 hit me?
Yes.
Little old me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, as you're like you just hear this as something grabs at your leg and drags you down, and you just hear Fig scream, Dylan and Thog as she's being dragged down the pit with you guys.
Can I try to chop at the thing that's reaching for her?
Roll to hit at disadvantage.
I want to see, is there a core to this thing? Is there a center core heart or something that I can try and see to attack rather than just these tendrils? And can I get how much leeway can I get from that nat 20 perception still from a while ago?
Yeah, I'll give it to you for that. Yeah, it does seem like there is like this, where it would be this lizardy chest. There does seem to be like this translucent glow of some, or like its skin is translucent, so you see this like icy glow beneath it.
Oh, I want to go
very similar
for that.
to the colors of Fig's eye and the Rime Witches.
Okay, I want to start targeting that if possible, to just hack at it and just get me back, my friend.
Roll to hit, just regular, and then Dill, what did you get?
21 total to hit.
Noted.
I got a 17.
17. Okay, yeah, you can hack as it like, and like you watch as like the one tendril like kind of rolls down the hill farther than Figs and then starts growing back onto it as Figs is like just getting everything off of herself.
You okay?
Yeah.
I help her.
What the hell was that?
I really don't know what this is.
All right, 21. You will hit it, Thog, as you kind of smack into the heart. Like, are you just like, kind of hacking at it? Like, what
Yes,
are you doing?
I want to be like ferociously just hacking at that thing because I want to get through the skin and destroy whatever that core is.
Got it. Okay, so as you're hacking, eventually you will like kind of see spurts of like this icy blood that's glowing, kind of like explode from it. And at a point when you hit it, you'll hear this like ting. And as you hit what you think must be the core, you watch as like the body of this thing wraps around your great axe. As you see, I guess Rayon if you're paying attention, but if you're over there, you're not. Dill, Thog, and Figs, you'll watch as like the dust of snow kind of all into this thing. As you see, it looks like whatever was growing inside of the shell of the dragon when it was replaced with Karith. And it wraps around Thog's axe. And Thog, I'd like you to make a constitution save, please.
Okay, so 23 total.
Got it. Okay. I just need to make a roll. 19?
18 is my AC.
Got it. All right. So it will not fully consume you, but you'll watch as this thing latches onto the great axe, and then you watch as like the tendril that grabbed Figs, let's say, jabs into Thog's shoulder, and you watch as it's like almost like, think about the anime Parasite, like attaching onto Thog. Doesn't feel great, Thog. You can still kind of stand there, but it's slowly, like, if you're like, how bad is it? Like, it's like growing over you. Very
if
slowly.
I have the axe in the thing, Am I immobile right now? Sorry, is my question.
You're not immobile, but it is fully wrapped around the blade of the axe.
Okay.
It looks like a big lollipop that has kind of stuck to you. That's the best way I can explain it. It's gestating and moving, and
I want to bite at the flesh around the axe to try and free it.
Jesus. Okay. I'm just gonna let you do that.
I don't know, putting that in your mouth is a good idea.
It's the only weapon I have left.
I have a dagger.
As that's happening, Gio's like making teeth. No, just kidding. Like, she's like, we're gonna figure it out. No, just kidding. No. Like you guys will, but the three of you will hear Gio's voice go, "Hey guys, Karith's dad really wants to know what's going on."
Tell him.
Is it attaching to him? Like that's what you hear. You just hear, like, is it attaching to him? As he's trying to look down.
Yes.
Shit. As like he tries to pull something and he's like realizes he has none of his books and Matthias is like freaking out and Gio's like, "What do you need?"
I need my tools.
I need my. Where's my diary?
My
dream
book.
journal.
Matthias is gonna be like, "Thog, don't move." Have your like full bite into it. You're like, "Oh." You two, I need. And like you watch, it's like he's like trying to think. He's like broken glasses. He looks like totally disheveled. Half goblin, grab the hilt of his great axe. Dwarf, knock your bow.
Okay. I'll go
okay.
grab.
I'm not moving.
I'll go grab the hilt.
Good job, Thog, says Gio.
Can I roll can I roll to resist accidentally throwing a thumbs up back?
Sure.
Let's see if it's under 10.
Odds you do it,
Okay,
even you don't.
I didn't.
Odds. I was gonna say under 10.
But yeah, okay, fine. I got nods, so then I throw thumbs up.
Thog! Like as it just goes, and like you watch as like your hand kind of gets like pushed to your shoulder. Matthias is gonna like slowly walk down, and Gio's like, "I'll follow," and then and like tumble, because he doesn't have knees. He just falls.
There's like a falling domino.
He's like,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
yeah. As Matthias gets down there, Matthias is gonna say, like, look at you, Dylan. Go. When I say go, pull as hard as you can.
Okay.
When she starts pulling, shoot at that. As he like kind of like turns a little bit over and leans, looking at you, Figs, and he points at that glowing piece that Thog was talking about. But it seems to be like in the center of the lollipop, if you will. It's like at the center of a Tootsie Pop.
Once you pop, you can't stop.
How many licks does it take, Thog?
This thing is analyzing what he is to take. Also, is Thog still big?
I think he had at least 7 more turns or 6 more turns of enlarge from. So yes, I'm big.
It's probably about to go. It's probably about to go away.
Yeah, probably. I probably didn't have that much more time with it, but we still had, I think, over half the amount of turns left with it when we ended last time.
Gotcha. Yeah, just because we kind of been out of turn base. Like, yeah, it's probably almost done, but that's not good. Matthias, like, it is analyzing what he is and trying to copy it. It is basically just a type of copycat. You have to be very delicate when you pull and when you shoot right in the center, looking at Figs.
Okay.
Okay.
On 3. As in 1, 2, 3. No go.
No.
Full on 3. Okay.
Yes, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Roll a strength check, Dill, which I know you're not good at, and then roll to hit Figs.
That was good. I rolled a 19 and I get nothing.
No, that's a success.
13.
13, that'll hit. 2 successes there. So, basically, he'll say 3, no go. He'll say 3, like, on go, or go? Wait, 3? 1, 2, 5, 3, so 3! Yeah. As you pull back and you're like craning it back this way, you'll see as like it kind of stretches the membrane of this thing as Figs knocks and shoots, and immediately you'll hear that same. I guess you probably heard it when Thog did it. You'll hear this like as like hits right into the center of this like glowing orb heart area, whatever you want to call it. As you watch this thing, like the best way I can describe it is almost like a fucking spider. It goes and like you'll see it like jumps up and flies off onto the like above the crater now, which it's not like a huge. The crater's probably like 10 feet like high. It's not much, but Rayon, it like lands right next to you. I need you to roll a dex save.
my god.
Welcome to hell. Welcome to hell.
16.
16. Okay, you will be able to, like, you'll see it, like, like, it lands like fucking pudding. I don't know how to explain it. And you watch as, like, it starts to, like, grow out as you just, like, roll the other way to get away from it. As it kind of, like, explodes almost like imagine like a sea urchin. It explodes, and then it misses you from you rolling away, and it retracts back as you watch it gestate and form up into what looks like Thog. But it's, like, this, like, white, gross rime version of Thog that looks like zombified and gross, and
he's a little more handsome.
He looks like melting ice cream, kind of. But you watch as, like, from his hand, it, like, very the way I should have described it. It's very Venom-like. This is very Venom Spider-Man-like. Symbiote. Yeah, that's I hadn't thought about that till right now. But you watch as, like, from his, like, giant claw, anti-Thog, Venom Thog, whatever. There's, like, a great axe that forms, and then you watch as it, like, kind of looks at it and goes back inside of it, as you watch it just start to grow and change form. It doesn't look like, as it's starting to grow from Thog, it's starting to, like, kind of reassume the dragon form for a second, but tinier, as it then, like, switches it into almost, the best way I can describe it, it looks like it's a growing kaiju. And it's getting fucking huge.
I'm going to just kind of, like, prop myself up with the tip of my sword, put the little statuette on my belt loop, and then I am going to just dash in and use Booming Blade as it's growing to try to, like, take out its, like, ankles to, like, reduce it a little bit.
Got it. All right, roll to hit.
17.
That'll hit.
Although, unless it's anti-Thog and it has my AC.
Oh, you're right. What's your AC?
It's 18.
That misses them.
I'm sorry, Jake. I'm a stickler for the rules.
As you try to come towards it, you just watch as, like, it's still kind of, because it's like this mix between, like, dragon, Thog, and, like, mini Tarask, maybe? As you try to hit it, and just a tail swipes at you, and it probably honestly hits you. Are you still holding the statue or no?
It's on my, like, my belt loop.
Okay, so it'll hit you, and you will get hit into the pit, as the rest of you kind of look up, like, probably Dill's helping Gio up. She was like, I fell.
She fell down.
She fell down. As you guys kind of see from the tip of the crater, you'll see it growing, and Matthias will be like, "No, okay, follow me." As, like, he's gonna run up. He's gonna try to, like, run up.
I trust this man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be, like, spitting, like, whatever remnants are in my mouth, and if there's stuff in my shoulder still, I'm ripping it out.
So, as you guys follow Matthias up, I'll just say it's not great. As this thing is about 13 feet tall right now. And it is ignoring you all and walking towards south, which, if you remember, south is Black Salt.
Cool.
I'd like to attempt to, since I wasn't affected by the strength check, I'm going to attempt to shoot an arrow at it.
It rolled a hit.
I look to Matthias. What do we do?
That's almost the size set for Tarask.
17.
We run away. We give up being heroes. We're done.
17 will
We're
miss.
retiring.
You'll watch as it hits the back of this thing, as this thing, like, grows this, like, large stony hide that it just pierces off of. This thing is huge. It's technically gargantuan. Matthias will be like, I don't know what we can do to... And he's, like, starting to, like, panic and, like, breathe really heavy.
I do panic because I'm
panicking.
You're so panicking! I'm so panicking!
I'm just gonna grab Matthias by the shoulder and go, "Hey, calm down. Think. That thing. You know what that is."
Yes, I made it.
You made it!
I had to make something that would deter them from asking more questions about what I know. It wasn't supposed
Well, now it's about to deter an entire town.
We've got a ranger.
If only Karith is also here, because, like, they don't understand.
We have a barbarian, a fighter, a ranger, a wizard, and this Karith statue. What do we do?
It's becoming the size of something that can tear parts of the earth out.
And what can we do?
Nothing.
What's its weakness?
It's not supposed to get bigger than the size of a fucking petri dish.
Hey, Rayon, just make me that big. Just do. I can. You made me big. You can make me bigger, right?
I can't double cast. I could
make it a pickle. Maybe that'll help.
You can make it a pickle. Like transform it into a pickle.
No.
No, he cannot.
Also, don't say that word. Thank you, please. That's my word. You can't say that word.
I mean, I guess I could make you larger.
I'm just gonna go keep hitting it because we just need to do something.
Should we follow it or something?
I'm gonna run and try to attack it because there's no one's doing anything. So
Yeah, Lethias is he's stunned. He doesn't know what to do. He has no idea what to do. And this is more of a challenge for you guys, not for him. So
yeah,
I'm gonna go away from what happened with the Fate of Fates. Of what do we do, NPC? You guys do it.
I mean, if you created it, what did you do to create it? What's its weak point?
I'm
Do
running
you even
towards
know
it.
that?
Okay. Yeah.
What went into creating it? Is there a weakness? Do you know, does it have an Achilles heel or whatever? You know what I'm talking about? Anything.
Fire to its heart. That's all I have. But it's not just regular fire, it's celestial fire. Which I don't know if you have any on you.
Don't look at me.
I'm just gonna call behind. Figs, we're figuring it out. Come on.
Fine.
Do I stay or am I going?
come help.
Okay.
You have fire. We need fire.
Okay, but my fire doesn't do anything to primordial frost.
We need to hit it. So.
Okay.
We're gonna whack it.
All right, Ricky. We're gonna move on to you. As far as you're aware, it was a day since you've seen your brother and his new friends and your new friends, and you were like, I'm walking down to an edge. Oh no, this Karith statue is glowing, and there's a rune that pops up that you're like, it kind of looks like ancient elvish, maybe. Does that say help? And you're like, yes. Press one for help, press 2 to hang up the call. 2. As you did that, you appeared, and you saw a bunch of Rime Witches, and you just saw another, read this kind of in front of me as you read it, and then white. As you're now in this, space of, not nothing, but, just, Aurora Borealis, frost scape. You just kind of hear, bells off in the distance, little, hand bells.
I'm gonna set off just a couple random cantrips just to match the Aurora Borealis and see if anything happens.
Yeah, you'll kind of notice as the wavelengths of the Aurora Borealis will they'll reciprocate what you do, and you kind of see.
I'm gonna ice skate towards as close as I can towards the Aurora Borealis. I'm gonna pop them on and start just doing a bunch of tricks and just enjoying all the space.
Okay, yeah, you'll kind of notice it's an infinite this world, but or this realm, wherever you are. But some of the wavelengths you can get up to and touch, and then whenever you touch it, it sounds like a bell. And then kind of probably after a little bit of just what is going on, you'll watch as some of them kind of form, and it'll make this small probably about 2 foot, 3 foot, yeah, probably 2 to 3 foot flare light of energy in front of you that then forms into this small creature, and it's just this white. Pure white humanoid creature, tiny, seems to have this almost indigenous wear and mask on it that look like what you know as a Karith. Yeah, and it'll just it'll turn its head every so often, and there's just bells that happen when it turns. You're not sure if it's communicating or what, but it'll eventually kind of just put its hand out like this.
I reach out and touch it.
And as you touch it, it kind of glows and just overtakes the entire space as Rayon, as you're running, you're like, Figs, let's go! And Figs you'll feel the statue kind of explode at your hip. It won't hurt you, but just kind of this force as there's just this blinding light for a second as you see Ricky pop out of it with this small creature. You know what? I lied. I'm gonna say it's about 1 foot to 2 foot. It's they're not tall at all. They're real tiny.
Teeny tiny.
Yeah, little teeny tiny little guys.
But okay, yeah, so, yeah, Figs is what's happening? There's 2 of you!
You watch as the Karith kind of floats above, in front of you. Rayon, you probably, honestly, I think you probably stop in your tracks as you see Ricky come out with this thing, because you're and this thing is going to go straight up to, it's going to look to Ricky and then point at Thog and, wait for your, not command, but, your, assurance.
I just look at it and nod.
And it's going to, woo, fly over to Thog, and it's going to stop you, Thog. I don't know if you're it's
A bug.
I'm trying to find a thing, get out of the way.
But yeah, it'll come in front of you, and you're kind of just I think almost in that animalistic way of seeing a butterfly, you're oh, and it'll just it just starts it'll put its hands out to you like this, As it's floating in front of you, so you're still running. It's letting you still run.
High five.
Okay, great. So you do that, and it's just this glow of light as you just hear cacophonous bells all around. As that is where we're going to end today's session.
Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of The Table Is Yours. Our next episode premieres next Friday, and if you're a member of the Patreon, then you'll be able to listen to our commentary track for this episode from this week on Monday. Speaking of on Monday, there's also the Table Talks, our after-show talk show about the episode in question. Other bonus content will be available for those $5 and up tiers going forward, and much more. Be sure to follow us everywhere on social media to stay up to date with everything The Table Is Yours.